Hey, good morning, good Monday morning, guys. Look, it is almost time to give away the prizes. We've got 2 more weeks. Let's talk about it.
So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions. Give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit.
Guess it's good to turn on the mic, right? Hey, got so excited about the freaking brand new Whisper Room inside of Earl Hall Studio. Now it is literally in the booth with Earl Hall. Look, guys, I'm here for you Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, to show you how to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. Well, as I've said, the brand new Whisper Room is in. It is finally here. I went through, oh my gosh, this thing is heavy. And I had to do this alone. None of you guys came to help me out. No one offered to drive to Milwaukee in order to help me get this thing in. But I tell you what, I am so excited. If you saw the video that I put out the other day, actually yesterday, of the brand new stuff that I have in the studio, besides the Whisper Room, I talked to my production engineer JC over the weekend. He told me what speakers to get, so I got some brand new JBLs in here. I've got headphone thingies. I don't even know what you call this thing. Basically, I can plug a bunch of headphones into this thing. I needed one of those, obviously, so that I could. I've got the shotgun mic in the booth. I've got, well, always my broadcast mic out here. I'm not sure if I'm going to be using the shotgun mic or I've got, this bad boy, the Neumann TLM 103. I got this bad boy here. So we're going to go back and forth, I guess, depending on the voices that are coming through, because we're going to be doing some really amazing things here at Earl Hall Studio. I'm going to be having people come in to do auditions, to do demos, probably some spoken word artists, musicians, things of that nature. Now that I've got this actual booth in here, some things are really going to start picking up right here inside of Earl Hall Studio. So, want to thank all of you guys. Am I still on mute? I'm not on mute, am I? You guys can hear me, right? I've got my levels. You guys can hear me now, right? I'm assuming. I know I did have it on mute, but I do that from time to time and forget. Okay, well, you guys can obviously hear me because you're commenting in here. So thanks a lot for that. And I wouldn't have been surprised if you couldn't hear me. I did like rewiring like a fiend um over the weekend to get all of this stuff. I mean, I had to move around my entire office. I mean, before I was broadcasting, I was on this wall over here. Now I've moved everything around 90 degrees basically over to this wall and got my booth right there. My, what do you call it? Whisper room. Yeah, it's an actual whisper room. Um, over there, right at the front. So when I tell you that I was sweating this weekend getting this stuff in here because none of you guys drove out to Milwaukee to help me, I'm telling you that is definitely what was going on. Even up until like just before this broadcast aired, I was doing things as far as I had to check my routing because I wasn't coming through on the mic for some reason. I had to do all the normal stuff I always do. Plus, I worked on 2 demos this morning. Got Storm her character demo out to her, working on another project. Things have gotten extremely busy around here. Thanks so much, guys. All the congratulations that you guys are putting up in the chat room. But let me just tell you, um, I put out a video on yesterday, kind of showing my journey for the past 2 years. Who saw that, by the way? Show of hands, yes, no. Who saw that video that I put out yesterday, going back to 2016 up until literally yesterday with the evolution of Earl Hall Studio? Who saw that video? But I had to put that out. I felt like I needed to for a lot of different reasons. One, because let's just be honest, I was proud. I am definitely proud of where I've come from. Those of you that have been on this journey with me, um, it's been a long haul. And when I started out, and if you looked at that video and you saw literally where I was 2 years ago in the basement of my home, some crazy looking comforters around me. And I tell you what, the day that I created that video, I knew where I was going. And the only reason I knew where I was going is because I had made up my mind to go there. I'd made up my mind to come here where I am at this point right now in my career. I made up my mind. I said, I don't care how crazy it looks. One of the things that I used to complain about sometimes is that when you see voiceover coaches or whatever online, you see it after they have quote unquote made it. And they'll kind of tell you about the journey. What I did over the past 2 years was show my journey, because I thought it would be powerful. And I think today it is powerful to see that you can go from as crazy as it was looking back then. And actually, if you saw the video, I actually had this same mic. This was my voiceover mic when I first started out, and that the videos prove it. You know, you see I had this mic at the beginning. You see when I got the Neumann TLM-103. You see when I moved into my office. You see now where I am here now with the Whisper Room. So I wanted to show that journey. Because you need to know that anyone can do this. I'm nobody special. I just had a vision and a dream that I executed on. That was it. And I don't care what state of the game you're in right now. It does not matter. You can do this. It is possible if you're willing to put in the work. And it's hard work. I'm telling you, it's not easy. I'm not going to go through my whole story again. You guys know the story, so it's no sense in me telling it anymore. But I'm here now. And I still feel like I'm just at the beginning. I still feel like I've got so much to do. There's so much I want to do. There's so much in my head to do. And this ain't over. This ain't over. There's much more to come. There's much more to happen within 2018. And I just want to encourage each and every one of you that yes, you can. Yes, you can do it. It may not look all along this last 2-year journey that I've shared with you in that little 3-minute video, all along this journey, there have been times and moments that I've wanted to quit. There have been times and moments that I just wanted to give up. I mean, real talk. I just thought maybe this wasn't for me. Maybe this just wasn't going to happen. But for whatever reason, thank God I just did not quit. And that's where the whole grind and don't quit comes from, is just having that mentality. I'm going to look through some of the comments here. If you guys got questions about anything, just go ahead and pop them in the chat room. Big Apple, what's going on, my man? Mage Pro, what's happening? Ben Wake is in the house. All right. Let's see. Okay, you guys saw the video. Thanks, Big Apple. Appreciate that. Thanks, Ben. Conchita, Storm, you absolutely killed that. Yeah, is Storm in here? Because I haven't heard back from Storm. I don't know if Storm is even in the house yet. I don't know. I sent her character demo this morning, and because we got that done over the weekend, JC put his final touches on it and got that all out. But I don't even know if Storm is in the building right now. So we'll have to wait to hear back from her. Now we have to hear the character demo. Yeah, I know, but I can't play it without Storm's permission. I can't just air it. First of all, she has to give her approval on the whole thing, and all of that. And I don't see her in the chat, so she must be busy this morning or whatever. And I haven't gotten a return email. I can just check this. Let me just make sure. Haven't gotten a return email from her as of yet, I don't believe. Because I want to share it with you guys too. I think it's absolutely amazing. I think the demo is amazing. Nope, still haven't heard from Storm via email. And so I don't want to play it without her approval on that. Hey, John, thanks a lot. Yeah, we're doing some stuff here. Big Apple, let's see. Your authenticity is the real deal, and your emotional intelligence and empathy for the new VO is the best in the business. Thank you so much, Big Apple. Appreciate that. Let's see. Ben is in here. You know what? I'm going to stir a pot. I'm going to stir up a pot right now. And let me just go back. Yeah, Ben Wake is in here. Okay. Now, Ben, remember all the junk Big Apple was talking about? They were going to take you down in the contest. Remember all this junk they were talking? Yeah, I'm stirring the pot this morning. Ben is in the lead for the contest. There are 2 weeks left. If you don't know about the contest, it's been going on for what, 3-4 weeks now? There's only 2 weeks left for the contest. Basically, I am buying for someone a brand new Neumann TLM 103. This is mine. You can't have it. It's mine. Or if you want a Sennheiser MKH 416, I'll buy you that. That's first place. Second place is the DBX 286S, is the second place prize. So, and the third place prize is 1 year subscription to Steps to Voiceover Success. You get access to all the goodies and all the stuff. You don't have to pay for anything. You just have access to all of it. That is the third place prize. Ben Wake is one of the names that keeps coming up. I see it every day. I see it. You know, he's in the lead right now. But Ben, you're not out of the water, because we've got Skywalker that is like on your heels. And we're in the last 2 weeks of this thing. And I can tell you what, those two names are consistently like at the top. They're almost neck and neck. I'm not even going to tell you the actual numbers. I'm not even showing any numbers until the final week. When we get into the final week, I'm going to put up the numbers again, and I'm going to show you guys what's what, and it will go down to the wire. The contest will end on midnight, the last day of February. I will be awarding the prizes after all the numbers are tabulated. I'll be announcing the prize within a day or two. The winners, I'll be going through the winners, and I'll show you the numbers and all that kind of good stuff. So everyone will be able to see that. But I am like massively excited about giving away these prizes. It also goes to another milestone that I've wanted to be able to do, which, you know, I'm always looking to give. I'm always looking to give back as much as I possibly can. As the company continues to grow, I'm able to do less and less as far as like one-on-one and answering emails and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So being able to do this is a big milestone for me, to be able to actually offer prizes of this depth, an actual studio quality microphone. You guys know it doesn't get any better than the Neumann TLM 103 or the Sennheiser MKH 416. Arguably, people are buying more and more of the MKH 416s than I believe the Neumann TLM 103, because of the hotness of it, the kind of the newness of it, and things of that nature. I'm probably going to get one myself for my booth. I have a shotgun mic, but it's an Audio-Technica shotgun mic. It's about, I think it runs $700, but it's an outstanding microphone. So let me take a sip of my Cavassier. I'm kidding. It's tea. All right. It's 10:12 in the morning, drinking Cavassier. But, you know, let me tell you, I want to give you some advice, and this is to the whoever is going to be the winner of this thing, because I can't call it yet. Big Apple might, you know, just go all out, since I called him out with Ben this morning. So, but even if you're considering, excuse me, a shotgun mic or the Neumann TLM 103 condenser microphone, there's a reason for both. And I'll go through some of that actually right now for you. One of the things that is so great about the shotgun mics is the noise canceling properties that are in that microphone. Because it's such a small, basically, input, if you will, or space for you to talk into, it cancels out a lot of background noise. Now, believe me, it's not going to make a difference if you've got a lot of background noise, okay? You're still going to get it. Good morning, Lenny. See you in the house, buddy. but it does a much better noise than a large diaphragm mic does, like the TLM 103, because that is just going to pick up everything. That microphone is going to pick up everything unless you're in a booth. Now, one of the ways to get around that with a shotgun mic, or excuse me, with a large diaphragm mic, is to have one of these. Either the, how do I do this? This is the Chaotica Eyeball, and this is the Alctron. This is what, $200? This is $50. I got them both in my store. Just go check it out at steps2voiceoversuccess.com. If you have one of these, like before I got the booth, this is what I had on my Neumann TLM 103. I had the Chaotica Eyeball. So it canceled out the noise, even, you know, in this little room, even though I have a sound treated office space here, studio, I still use this or this to make sure that I was getting the best possible sound that I could. Now that I have the booth, bam. These are now props for me. These are basically props that I will always have in my studio if I need them. So one of these two things is going to be good to try and cancel out a lot of noise if you're in an open space, even if it is sound treated, even if you are in your closet, it's going to do much better for you. The thing about the shotgun mic is that there is no Chaotica Eyeball for the shotgun mic. So it's going to do good in a studio environment like in your closet. But I believe if someone comes out, maybe you will, with an invention, something like a Chaotica Eyeball for a shotgun mic, I think that could be great. I think that would be a good invention to have. I'm just not the guy to do it. But those are things you might want to consider. With each of them, especially with the Chaotica Eyeball, one of the things that you run into with a, let me just take my Neumann out of its little thingy there, and I put all my other junk away. The Neumann TLM 103, you guys can see it is a 103. Is it gonna, there, focus. You can see it is the TLM 103. Anyway, it's short. Whereas most of your other condenser microphones are probably about this much longer. And so it's easier to stick inside of here. With the, you know, the holder that I have for the TLM 103 and putting this in here, it's tight. It's really, really tight. So I had to kind of do some jerry rigging to make sure that it fit in there appropriately before I recorded. So even though you can use that use a TLM 103, and you see how big that element is on the inside? I mean, that's the recording element. That little copper thing in there, it captures everything. Literally, it captures everything. So great mic, don't get me wrong. But if you're in a noisy environment and you don't have some sort of controls on that, especially with the secret sauce, which is always the DBX286S, it's going to, I mean, that, I'm to the point now where I'm saying I don't know how anyone is doing voiceover without a DBX286S. I just don't even know anymore with that. But at any rate, when you're deciding on whoever wins the contest, or if you're thinking about a certain type of mic to buy, you've got to consider your environment that you're recording in. Sure, shotgun mics are awesome. They're amazing, as well as the large diaphragm condenser microphones. They're awesome and amazing, but just know a condenser microphone is going to pick up everything. It just is. And if you don't have a piece of gear like a DBX286S to take out that background noise, you're going to be doing a lot of work in post. So I just wanted to add that in there. Going back to the contest, I want to say thanks to everyone that has been sharing my content over the past couple of weeks. It definitely has made a difference in a lot of the things that are going on with the awareness of what I do here inside of Earl Hall Studio, or in the booth with Earl Hall, now with an actual booth. You know, someone made fun of me. What was it? It was back when I was still in my basement, and I was using green screen. And from time to time, you would see videos, and I'd be using green screen. And so I had a green screen with this like studio background in it. You guys probably remember it. And someone said, "Why are you trying to fake people out like you're in an actual studio?" And I'm like, Dude, I don't think anybody is thinking this is real. Uh, I don't think anybody thinks that background behind me, that green screen background, is real. I think people can tell the difference between green screen and real unless I'm doing some sort of Hollywood production or whatever. But somebody actually made fun of me for that. So now if you're watching, bam, shut up. I have a booth. All right. But you guys that have been sharing my content, for the contest, thank you so much, for that. It kind of makes me wonder, well, after the contest, nobody's going to share my content anymore. So I'm kind of sad about that. It's like, okay, maybe they just won't continue to share it after the contest is over. But I mean, I understand wanting those mics or wanting that DBX 286S. Believe me, I understand. I understand that. Let's take a look at some of the comments that are still coming in through. Mage, let's see. Where the 416 is connected, I can do more with it because of being able to go off mic and still get great sound with the effect I wanted. The backside rejection is great too. Great, great. Yes, more mic. Okay, Conchita. Dave Arosa, we already won just being a part of the Earl Hall VO family. Thanks so much, Dave. That means a lot. I definitely appreciate that. You guys don't know how much of an inspiration you are to me. This is like really a highlight of my day. This is why I can do this Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central, is because I love being with you guys. You guys pump me up. You guys get me, with that grind and don't quit mentality going on too. And especially doing what I do live. I do this live. There's no camera tricks here. It's just live. And you guys are able to see and hear me, and I'm able to talk to you via the chat room. But I always know that I have to stay on point. I always know that I have to continue to get better and better and better and better at what it is that I'm doing so that I can offer you guys some value with what it is. I mean, I think, quite honestly, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the biggest value that I bring is that I'm able to answer your questions. And so I love when questions pop up. Is that the biggest value? Is that the biggest value? Maybe I should ask, what is the biggest value that you guys get out of watching In the Booth with Earl Hall? That's a question I'd like an answer to. So please answer that question. I would love an answer for that. Let's see. Dustin. Okay, now you people are trying to come in. I think the company that makes the eyeball were supposed to, be making one for front address mics. Not sure if they still did or if a shotgun wouldn't fit in it. Well, this microphone that you're seeing me use right here, this is a front address microphone. And it's got a lot bigger input than a shotgun mic has. This is about maybe a 2-inch diameter, whereas a shotgun is like a 1/2 inch or smaller for that. So it's a lot different on those two things. Big Apple, don't sleep on the crew from NYC. All right, dude. All right. We're watching. You got 2 weeks. Yeah, Conchita saying the DBX is essential for her. It's essential for me too. Not so much now that I have the booth, but especially before it was. I'm going to be doing a lot of testing out today. Today's going to be a big test day, and tomorrow probably will too, to make sure that my sound is right. So I'll be sending some files probably to old JC, putting him to work to make sure that the sound at Earl Hall Studio is on point. And I've already come up with a couple of reasons why it wasn't. I did a little testing over the weekend, and I figured out why. But anyway, Big Apple. Oh, thanks. But yeah, he's saying not true. We'll always be faithful and share your content. I appreciate that, guy. I appreciate that a lot. Mage Pro. Okay, the encouragement and tips are always needed. Ruth is saying practical, applicable information and great encouragement. Thank you, Ruth. Merwin is saying where I'm at, there's very little exposure to this field. You are my first source of information. Hopefully someday I'll be good at this. We need more folks out there that are going to do this for real. I don't believe that I'm the end all be all of voiceover coaching. I wish there were more people doing this every day, just like I am. I think the community would be better off. Someone that is looking to give and not always get. I should add that into there. Seeing day-to-day struggles, pep talks, the variety of topics covered. There are many benefits to tuning in. Thanks, John. Appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. Andrea, there are lots of value, education, information, sharing, inspiration, motivation. You give all that, and it's all valuable. Thanks a lot, Andrea. I appreciate that. Big Apple, yes, advice and Q&A. Conchita, biggest value, your authenticity. That's big for me. For someone to even say that. Thank you, Conchita. I appreciate that. I'll send you your check for putting that comment. No, I'm just kidding. But thank you. That means a lot to me to hear that. Ben Wake, as voice actors, we grind and don't quit a lot on our own. This is great to not only get your tips and encouragement, but also to connect with the community. Great group of people who keep me going, and you guys keep me going as well. Definitely. Well, guys, I've got a tremendous amount of work to get done today. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. This is going to be a big work day for me. I'm looking over here at all the new gear that I have, and I'm just in awe. I'm amazed. It's like, wow, this is actually all mine. It's to come from where I've come from, and if you saw the video, you kind of understand. To see where I came from to now be standing here before you, as I am, it's a blessing. There's no other way around it than to say it is a blessing. And so I completely thank you guys for, giving me your ear, and tuning in. 30 minutes a day, that's a chunk of time. So I appreciate you tuning in. You encourage me with your words and your questions and your comments. Please don't stop sending them in. Lenny's saying the tons of information that you offer also get to connect. Yep, got it. Big Apple, we should all have links on our webpage with a link to Stuff to VoiceOver Success for your product. I appreciate that. I'm not against it. Thank you. And for those of you that don't know, if you are members of Stuff to VoiceOver Success, there is an affiliate program that you can sign up for and actually make money offering and selling my product. Don't know if you know that, but it's there. So if you want to share some links, go join the affiliate program, get your own link, and make some money. That's what I would suggest. All right, guys. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for being with me here today. And you guys have an awesome and amazing Monday. I love Mondays, by the way. I don't hate Mondays. I actually love Mondays a lot. Fridays I start getting down because everybody's closing up shop for the weekend, and I gotta wait for Monday again to get things going. So I love Mondays, but you guys are awesome. Have a great Monday. I love you guys.